Hey there. All right. Here we are. So, hey, everybody.
Hi.
Rosie Batista here with Lady Lenormand. And I'm so jealous.
We gotta get you a witch's hat, Rosie.
I need a witch's hat.
You
I
do.
do. That is a very cool one.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it. I actually, when I sent the email, I said, you're welcome to wear your witch's hat. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so we don't know. Maybe some other people will have their
Yeah. If
witch's hat.
anyone's wearing theirs, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Put a picture
Yeah.
in the chat.
Yeah. So I know that you told me once before that Halloween is your favorite holiday.
Yes, it is.
And was it always that way?
It was always that way. I love Halloween. I always have.
So
And it's just gotten more popular.
Oh my God. I mean, people put lights like crazy,
Yeah, they
which
do.
it's really like it's like Christmas time around
It
here
is.
with the lights and the
Yeah.
decorations and yeah. So what as a kid, what was so intriguing about it to you?
I think the dress up and then just the spooky stuff. And, I grew up in New York, so the leaves would change and it would get chilly and it would get dark. And I just loved it all.
Well, so
Yeah,
you loved it so much that you made your own deck of cards.
I did. I did. This is them. These are mysteries,
Love,
Halloween Lenormand.
love.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, and this is the back of the card.
So good.
Yep.
So good. So tell me a little bit about Lenormand's card, because I think everyone knows what oracle cards are, everyone knows what tarot cards are, but Lenormand is like a kind of a little secret, I think.
Right. Yes. Lenormand is like tarot's lesser known cousin. And it's a divination system, which divination just means, to connect to divine, to get an answer, to get guidance. When you use cards for divination, that's called cartomancy. So,
Okay. So
yeah.
basically that's it. You can just ask questions. You can find out things that ask it questions, right?
Yeah, you can
Find out
get
anything you need
answers,
to know.
insight, guidance, and Lenormand is a great system. It has predefined meanings, but
Okay.
I'm hoping for the people who are here that we can use everyone's cards for some cartomancy tonight.
Yeah. So you're saying that it doesn't have to be an actual dedicated divination deck. Any deck can be used for that.
Yes, and I think especially when you're doing readings for yourself or with your own cards, I mean, think how connected we are to the creative process, to the deeper signs and symbols that
Right.
are in our own cards. So that's why, I'm excited. I hope we can get some good messages for ourselves and maybe even others using our own cards.
Wow. So we have Marla here with us.
Hi,
And
Marla.
we have Janet is here with us. So I'm looking at a couple, because I have this streaming a couple different places. So I
Right.
guess you see the comments in different places. Great. But yay. So welcome everybody. So this is really cool.
Yes.
So I know that years ago, people were afraid of tarot. I'm sure Lenormand fit right in there. Like people were
Right.
afraid of it as being
Yes.
something that's like scary, because you don't want to find out scary stuff about yourself.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You don't want to. Yeah. So tell me about that. Like why we shouldn't be afraid of it.
Yeah. Well, Lenormand actually started as a game in the
Oh, hi,
1700s.
Kathy. Nice to see you.
For that reason, basically, so people wouldn't be afraid. It started as a game. And by the way,
Okay.
you can use playing cards to do divination as well.
Interesting.
And I just feel it's all in what you attract and what you want to attract.
Sure.
If you're working with your cards for a higher purpose,
Yeah.
There's nothing scary about it. It's only insightful. You can get details that are really mind blowing and synchronistic.
So
Isn't it?
it's really your intention then.
Mhm. It's as simple as that. It's your intention.
And
Yep.
that's life, right?
Right.
It's always our intention. Hey, Connie. Connie is another card deck creator with the card deck. And
Awesome.
soul relationships is Connie's deck.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a good one for cartomancy.
Yeah. So tell
Mhm.
us again, cartomancy, because that's a different word that I think I had never heard it until I took your training class a
Yes.
couple months ago. So I'd never heard. So tell everybody what that actually is. Cartomancy.
So cartomancy is divination, and divination is connecting to the divine to get answers or inspiration. And cartomancy is doing that using a deck of cards. That's all it is.
Oh, so see, it's simple. Everything's
Mhm.
we make things so much more complicated than they actually are.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a good word though. It's a nice word. So,
Yeah, it is a nice word. Yeah,
oracle cards, tarot cards, Lenormand cards all fall into that category of cartomancy. Really, any cards, playing cards, the cards that your deck creators have made.
right.
Mhm.
Excellent. All right. So why don't you start us off with whatever, like we have some people here and some more people coming on.
Sure.
Maybe a general reading, or if anyone that's listening here, if just give me a little comment that if you'd like a reading, right? Is
Yeah,
that
and
how?
if you guys would put your questions in the chat, that would
There
be
you
very
go.
helpful.
Questions. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what we'll do,
Your
readings on
burning
whatever
questions.
questions. So let's get a question. So can you do, oh, okay, Marla does. All right, Marla, give us your question. I love it. So we'll wait for Marla's question. And sometimes
Okay.
you can do individual readings, but hi, Cinda. Cinda, if you have a question, put it on in. Kathy, put your question. Janet, put your question. You can do like like a group reading, right?
You could. You can do a group reading. I mean, I like in this format, since there's not that many of us, we can do individual
We
readings.
got some good questions.
Oh,
We
good.
got a great question. So we'll start with Marla's question.
All right,
And
Marla.
Marla wants to know, Marla would like to know, where is my romantic partner?
Where is Marla's romantic partner? Okay. Let's see.
That could be a scary question.
It could be. Okay, I got the stork. Whoops, I got the stork.
Sure.
And in Lenormand, the stork means big changes are coming. So Marla, I would expect that your romantic partner may be part of some transformation. The stork also means to go home. So Marla, I don't know if it would make sense to you either in your hometown or returning to somewhere you used to live, somewhere that feels like home, and specifically going back there. So hopefully some of that resonates with you. And like I said, since we can all do it, if anyone else wants to get an answer for Marla, just pull a card and kind of get an intuitive answer and pop it in the chat. I'm sure she would love that.
We got great questions. All right, Marla, I hope that made sense to you. Let us know if it did, so we can, let us know how that resonated with you. Kathy Gagliardi is asking, will he kiss me?
Hi, Kathy. Okay. Well, these are some juicy questions. You were
I
right.
told you, the juicy.
Okay, now this is, and Lenormand cards also have a positive and a negative meaning. So a yes, no question is good for Lenormand. The garden is positive, and this is a social card. So he could kiss you like in a public place, like after a date, at Starbucks or on the beach, in a restaurant. So
How
yes.
fun. Kathy, that's fun. Does that resonate?
I love these questions.
Set up that
So good.
Starbucks date, so or the beach date.
Yes, a Starbucks date.
I love it. That's cool. And so Connie is saying she drew a card for Marla and she got divine timing. So there you go,
Oh,
Marla.
interesting.
Very cool. And Marla is also saying, Marla said interesting and go home with a question mark.
Okay, we can pull another card on that. Let's pull another one.
Okay.
Okay, so we got the cross. So that the cross has several meanings. One would be spirituality. So maybe a place that you would consider a spiritual home. But the cross can also mean burden, like a cross to bear. So it could be something you feel like is a chore, or something you have to do, maybe related to your upbringing, maybe relatives you're obligated to see. So hopefully that brings some clarity.
Wow. That
Mm-hmm.
gives a lot of food for thought, Marla.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so we did the kiss. So we have Cinda saying the stork answers my question about traveling to my beloved Caribbean. So,
Oh,
yay.
and you know what? Cinder brings up a very good point. And that is, Rosie, you mentioned reading for a group. Pay attention to everyone's messages. I mean, we're all here. We have collective energy, and the messages do cross over. So thank you, Cinda. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Okay, I want to know if anyone else has a witch hat on. Just let us know. Kathy's like, oh, thank you. Okay, great. And Connie, so Marla's saying Connie, it's been a long divine timing. All right. Cinda, does my long ago lover still think about me?
Okay. I get the Mountain, which is actually a negative card in Lenormand, or it can be. It means obstacles, blocks, kind of far away. So I would say, honestly, you might be far from his mind right now, or he may have things going on. And I feel like actually you've done a lot of energetic work on yourself and put up boundaries that maybe have kind of energetically pushed him away.
All right, we have Marguerite. Will this book and card deck project be a success? And hey, throw in the romantic partner too.
Is that what she said or you said?
She said.
Oh, okay. So we're doing two.
So she's saying her book, her card deck, and her partner. What's going on with all those?
Her book and her card deck. Okay. And Marguerite, are the book and the card deck, are they a set?
They can be.
They can be. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's see what we've got. And anyone else who wants to pull for Marguerite, please do. Definitely adds to the fun. All right. So for the book and the card deck, I have a snake. And I'd say in a situation like this, the snake can represent fear. So that's something that you need to work on, Marguerite. Maybe fear of success or spending money to publish it. But if you work past that, then you'll do well. So absolutely. But you need to let that go in order to enjoy it.
What do you think about that, Marguerite? And we're going to work, this is going to be for Marguerite's romantic partner, right?
Yes. Now we're going to do Marguerite's romantic partner.
All these romantic partners are hiding somewhere.
Now, Marguerite wants to know,
she said, just throw in the partner too. So I guess, I don't know, Marguerite, do you have a specific question around the partner? Let's see if she hasn't said. She said, great, makes sense about the fear part.
Okay.
She's
it's
not.
Okay. If she types in, then we can elaborate on it. I pulled two cards for her. The Anchor And the fish.
She wants to know if he's out there.
Oh, he's out there. Okay. Well, the fish often signifies um, like plenty of fish. So there are plenty of fish in the sea, and that would be maybe, I don't know, Marguerite, if you've tried like online dating, because there's definitely men out there for you. Just have to find out how to meet them. And then the anchor is safety, stability, safe harbor. So I feel like you may have apprehension around maybe not picking, a stable partner, but fear not, because it is time to get out there and you'll meet someone. I feel like that's long term and good for you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we have. Connie wants to know what's next for her. Connie Cook.
Connie, what's next for you? Okay. Oh, okay. So I'll hold them up. I felt like picking 3 for Connie. I got the lady, which my lady's a voodoo doll. I got the garden, and I got the book. So the thing about the Lenormand cards is they can be literal, like literal meaning you're gonna write a book, or this could mean the garden is socializing, networking. The book also signifies information. So I just feel that, you're kind of in an information gathering mind, and you might be writing a book, maybe related to your card deck. And it could also be gathering information for your card deck. But I just feel, Connie, like you're entering the next phase of research, of kind of hard work, of networking, a very kind of exciting and busy time. And you're the focus. There's things that have been pulling at your attention, but going into the next, I'd say 6 months, it's all about you, which is great.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. How'd that feel, Connie? Connie also pulled a card for Marguerite, and she drew the journey card, which means many curves.
Oh, interesting. Journey card.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I would say, Connie, also pull a card for yourself and see if you can elaborate on what I got for you.
Yeah. And Marguerite says, oh, that feels really accurate. So that's super cool.
Good.
So now we have Dr. Yam. She would like to hear about, I'd like to hear about my upcoming social media software launch and matching new card deck.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her card deck is very interesting.
Okay. So for Dr. Yam, I pulled 3 cards: the birds, the house, and the key. And the key, since the reading ended in the key, that basically means that you have all the answers. And I feel like the timing is quick. Like this is coming up pretty quickly. And the birds in the house make me feel like it's an online launch, which wouldn't be unusual. And is the software, does it have to do with interviews, or is it like a social platform?
Dr. Yam, you want to tell us what your she said correct.
Okay, good. She figured it out. She has figured it out. So Dr. Yam, you are good to go, girl.
Wow. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Does that give you all you need to know, Dr. Yam? Let us know. So Marguerite was questioning what the many curves might interpret, like
okay.
That's me. And so maybe your thoughts, but Connie says The curves mean you're on a journey, and there are many twists and curves on your journey to find love.
Interesting.
Yeah. Dr. Yam wants to know, how much money will I make? She's laughing about it.
That's so funny. For the that was Marguerite with the who got the curveball question, right?
But Marguerite that got the many curves, right?
Right. So I pulled.
She said, "Oh yuck."
For her, I have the heart and the clover. So I take the heart as to mean, as a matter of the heart. The heart could also, it's doing things you love and it's your passion. And the clover is luck. And you can see the little clovers here. It's also a window of opportunity. So Marguerite, I'd say get out there, do what you love, make a special effort to do that. And there is a window coming up. But with the fish, I just feel like you have to put yourself out there, especially now in this strange time of, the pandemic. It's harder for people to come to you or just find you. You have to be proactive. But there's a lucky period coming up.
Woohoo! That sounds fun. What do you think about that, Marguerite? And I don't know who this is because it just shows up as Facebook user. What's the name? Who is it that's asking, will we get to Iceland and the UK next year? 1 second for that. Marguerite's like, yay, brilliant. I get it. Hard for me to do that. I realize more of an introvert, but thank you. All right, cool. All right. So I don't know the name. I don't know if you need to know the name, but will they get to Iceland and the UK?
All right.
Next year.
Iceland and the UK next year.
Oh, that's Janet. Okay, Janet.
Oh, Janet. Yes, girl. I got the ship.
Oh,
yes.
you might be getting there by ship.
The ship is travel in Lenormand, so absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are you pulling another one? Or
that's it for that?
The ship is good. The ship, I mean, what else do we need to know but the ship?
That's a definite yes. So.
Yes. And yes, I will continue to nag you, Marguerite. Thank you so much. Janet says, wonderful. Yeah, it's cool. Fun. And Dr. Yam saying, thank you. So everyone kind of heard what they needed to hear, right? And
yeah. So we can go on to our next part if you want, if there's no more questions.
Yeah, it seems. Donna, did you have a question? You said window of opportunity, but do you have a question for yourself? Miss Donna Blevins?
And Rosie, I can do your question too, if you want one.
And let me think. I have to think about my question. I should have been prepared with my question, but.
No worries.
All right. That seems to be all I think I covered. If I missed something for someone, because the scroll. Okay. Can you pull out a healing card for Donna, a healing card for her mom, Peggy, who's in the hospital right now?
Oh, okay. All right. So for Donna, I got the tree. And Donna, the tree in Lenormand, it's literally the family tree. It's also about health. Yeah. So take care of yourself. You're a good family. You're a good daughter. Your mother appreciates you. You have deep roots and connection. And that's apparent in the cards. Wow. And then for your mom, I pulled the mountain and the stork. So this is going to be hard for her, but she's going to climb the mountain. And then the stork is change, transformation, and it's positive. So she will get over this. It may be hard, and you just take care of her, take care of yourself, and definitely we send her prayers and healing energy. And to you too, honey. Take care.
Awesome. Donna's saying self-care trumps all. So I think that really spoke to her about the self-care. Good. So Donna, Donna is her mom is 95, but Donna is a professional poker player, which I
Oh,
just get
wow.
such a kick out of. I love that so much. So
Me
she's always
too.
using words like deal and trumps all, so
Love it.
her
Love
conversation,
it.
which is so fun. Marguerite is just asking for one more. She has one more question about money coming in. She has a
Okay.
stalled client, and does it feel like money will be coming soon for her?
What was the first part about the
It
client?
was a question about money coming in right now and a stalled client.
Oh, a
Does it
stalled
feel
client.
like money is coming soon?
Gotcha, gotcha. And I just wanted to mention, also, Rosie, if you don't have a question and you want, you can always ask, what does the universe need me to know today?
Okay, good. But
That's always a good
I
question.
have a question.
Okay.
So,
So we'll do Marguerite and her stalled client. All right. Well, I pulled the mice, which is stress. The mice is a negative card. It can actually be someone taking from you. So I'm hoping this client isn't using your services with promises to pay, because the mice are stressful and burdensome. And then again, I have the key, which means you have the answer. So the answer may be that you need to cut these people loose before you spend more time and energy. But the key is also related to the now. So I also feel, whatever the situation is with this client, you'll work it out soon. So unfortunately, I didn't see any money there, but you do have the power. So
powers, that's the thing. Most important.
yeah.
Marguerite likes, what does the universe need me to know right now? Yeah, that's always the best journal question, too. I like to say that every
Yes.
morning when I wake up. Okay, what do I need to know for today, right?
Right. Yeah. And you guys can say that with your, you can use your own deck for that.
All right. So my question is, I sent out 3 very stretchy emails today to people that are like busy out there people that I
Okay.
want to get a hold of. So will these people, for a project I'm working on, will these people respond to me?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a crazy question.
All right. So I pulled the tower, the star, and the child. And the tower is it can be about being self sufficient, um, being your own tower, being your own pillar. And that's how I'm feeling it's coming across for you, is that you're looking for opportunities to maybe expand your own business or just grow. And then the star is about your hopes and dreams coming true, and what you put out there. And I do feel like you put a lot of intention and effort into what you did put out there with these people. And then the child is baby steps. So I definitely feel, or could be part-time work. So if you're looking for something from them, like I said, part-time, it's good. Sometimes with the tower, there's a little bureaucracy or red tape, so you may not hear back as quickly as you want to. But I do feel like this is part of your big vision, and that it will bring you like part-time results, or little steps closer toward your goal.
Awesome.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. Thank you. And it looks like everyone loving this? So cool, right? So
Good.
cool. So Don again saying know when to fold or go all in. You see what I mean?
I love that. And I want Donna, were you here when I was saying you can do cartomancy, or divination with a deck of playing cards? So you can use those to get answers to questions.
I think if Donna's going to jump all over that,
Yes.
she's start
And
to do
actually,
reading
the
for people.
traditional Lenormand decks, one of the reason I made mine, because I love traditional Lenormand decks, but they have beautiful pictures with a lot of scenery, and then in the corner they have a playing card on them that's actually used for additional insight. So I love all that, but it's hard when you're learning, and it gets, to me it can be too much.
Yeah,
So
I love the simplicity of this and that you can tell a story. I mean, you're so good at it also because you like when you know the meanings, you can and you're intuitive and you're psychic, so you kind of could feel, that. And I guess that does that come from practice, or is this something that you had from a
no,
kid?
it does come from practice. Absolutely, we can all practice that, and you can all get good at it. I did this for years and never used cards, but the cards add an additional
Mm,
layer of insight and fun. But I taught psychic development for many years. We can all get good at it. It's like playing the
awesome.
piano. It's like taking lessons. Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, like anything, right?
There's a few proteges, but most people get good by practicing.
Excellent. And
Mhm.
people can get this deck at
Yes,
ladylenormand.com, right?
ladylenormand.com. Yep, it's
And
under C.
yeah, so cool.
Thank
And
you.
you have another card deck. You have another deck as well, maybe two.
I do.
See,
I have an electric Lenormand, which is like a hippie themed deck.
how
Uh,
fun.
I have an underwater deck that's called Spicy Pisces, and I just sent to print the Rainbow Bridge Lenormand, which is to connect to your pets on the other side. So
Wow.
hopefully I can come back when I get that one, and
Yeah, I think
we'll
everyone
do
would
some
love
pet
connecting.
readings.
Oh my God, I want to connect to my pet. So,
Oh,
so okay, so just so you can see for yourselves, everyone, this is what happens. Like, and it is my disclaimer. Sorry, not sorry, but you become like a serial card creators when you do one. You're so excited you have four. She's so cool.
yes, thank you,
So
Rosie.
cool.
Well, I mean, your system really helped me and
Yeah.
kind of allowed me to set up I don't know if you call it a formula, but just a method.
Yeah.
You gave me a lot of structure. You gave me the structure I
Yeah.
needed to get there because I had some of it, but I couldn't finish.
Right. And so now you have this beautiful series of all these different Lenormand decks, which
Yeah.
again is such a beautiful, like a really nice process, like a really nice way to do readings because in their simplicity, they're powerful, which powerful
Yes,
simplicity.
they are. And with actually advanced Lenormand, you take every card in the deck and you throw it down in one reading. And then
Wow.
all the cards represent different areas in your life, so
Wow.
you can kind of get any answer you want. You spend, an
So
hour and a half
when
picking
you
it
do
apart.
that
Mhm.
so that must take at least an hour or so, right?
Takes an hour and a half. Yes.
Okay, and so does the person ask you questions for each the different cards you throw down? Did you have all the questions in the beginning? How does that work to go through all 30
Usually
cards?
you'll kind of, there's a systematic method to do it. Of course, you can use your intuition, but usually you'll look to see if there's a theme in the reading, and then you'll
Mm,
dig in from there. And then if they say, "Well, I want to know about money," you'll go to the cards that represent money and see where they are. I want to know about my
fascinating.
health, and then you can also in Lenormand they have what's called a significator. So we'll pick a card. Say you were getting the reading, we pick a card to represent you, and then the cool thing is there's 36, so it's called the tableau. That's a lot of cards. So we'd see,
It's a lot of
is
cards.
Rosie is she at the top of the reading? Is she at the bottom? Because when you're at the bottom, there's usually a lot weighing you. When you're at the top, you're in control. And then you look, going forward. Is she if you're at the in the first row of, or the first column of cards, that usually means there's a lot in your future to talk about. Or if you're kind of at the end column, it may be about addressing, well, what's holding you back or going on in your past that's affecting you now.
Mm,
So it's really cool. It's
interesting.
about
You kind of go through the whole life, all the different parts of your life.
yes, but
Fun.
eventually the theme just starts to repeat itself all over. It's really cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so how do you do a lot of those?
I do more for practice and fun. I'm in some
Right.
groups. You met Michelle Berry, and
Yeah.
um, I do those, but I enjoy doing them as a group so we can all look and dig apart people's
So
Tupperware.
tell everyone about that great group, because was took one of your classes,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so fun because you had
Oh,
us
thank
actually
you.
doing it, and it was amazing how you can tap into your intuition, and it comes out like, like it's amazing. So
Yeah.
tell us about, like, can people join the group or come and see what it's about if they were
Yes.
interested?
And if you guys want to chat in, if you'd be interested in an intro class, we can arrange that too. I have a freebie that I do. We could do it in here.
Let me know, guys. Put it in the comments, and we'll see how many takers we get, and we can set that up. That would be really fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
The group is Lenormand Groupies. It's on Facebook and it's on Meetup.
okay.
So
So we'll go back and we'll put in all of that information
thank
in
you.
the chat here. So the one thing I had learned from you on that call, which changed the way I did cards, was I always just, I have two decks that happen to be the same size, and not that I guess that matters, but so now I have two decks together, and I pull one from each, and that was all from you saying, "Oh,
Oh
you can pull from
yeah.
different decks and read them," because I was thinking you had to stick with one. So that
Right.
was so fabulous and so much fun, and people really like it when I do that.
That's
Um,
awesome. Yeah, that's so fun to mix and match your decks, or you
yeah,
can take your card as an overlying theme, and then take any other. If you guys have any oracle cards or whatever you want, there's no rules.
yeah, yeah, super
Mix it
cool,
up.
awesome,
Yep.
awesome. So we had okay. I'm just seeing there was a couple more people. Okay, they're just saying I want one, but no, but they're not giving the question. So okay, you had told us that you were that you would show us how to connect to our ancestors.
Yes.
So
Yes.
who wants to do that? Guys, how fun. So fun.
Yes. We're going to use our cards and a little meditation,
Okay.
and it's going to be really fun. So we can start that in a minute. We'll get everyone
Yeah.
a minute
So
to.
we do have a couple takers for the thing. So as time goes on and people watch the replay and stuff, there might be even more people. Cindy's
Mhm.
like, yes, ancestors. Yep. So we have quite a few people that would like to come into the group. The thing is that you do learn how to use your own cards. Like that's the
Mhm.
thing. You learn to just be comfortable with them. Um, so Jean Marie is saying, I do. I think one just brought me here. All right, Jean Marie. Jean
Awesome.
Marie, did you have a question that you want Brenda to answer for you tonight, since you came all the way from I don't know where, because I don't know you. So you're a new person. So welcome. But let me know if you have a question, and Lady Lenormand will give you a reading before we start our ancestry journey. All right. Hi, Lena and Christine and Kathy. All right. Okay. That's all I see coming in right now.
Okay, well, you know what? We can take any questions after. I'll stay
Okay,
around. We
cool.
can do that too. Um, so for our ancestry exercise, what we're going to do, I'm going to do a little meditation, but first, with intention, we're going to pick some cards. So if there's a specific ancestor you may want to connect to, you can bring them into your mind. But if not, you can just ask for the ancestor that you're meant to connect with to come in. And I want you to use your intuition. You're going to keep your cards face down, so you're not going to look at them. And
So
I would
we're
say,
gonna we all are having our own deck in our hand,
right,
right?
or any deck. You can use
Any
plain
deck,
cards, you know.
any
I mean,
deck of cards you have, you just take them out. So you say, so just repeat that again, what we do?
and don't worry if you don't have cards. It's not a big deal. We can do this without it too.
Okay.
And I could pull them for you.
Okay.
So you want to just Set your intention to connect. If there's a certain ancestor you want to connect with, that's what we're going to do in the meditation, or just the ancestor that you're meant to connect with tonight. So just bring in an ancestor and bring them into your heart and ask for a message from this ancestor. And put your, you can choose the number 1 to 3 cards face down. So we're going to look at those after the meditation, which will be about 7 minutes. So once you pick your cards, make sure you get comfortable. You can, take off your shoes. You can lay down. I'm going to speak. All you have to do is listen. Just be comfy and relaxed. All right. So are we ready for our meditation?
Looks like we're ready.
Okay. So like I said, just close your eyes and relax. And just start by focusing on your breath. Just breathe normally, but really focus on your breath. Just find yourself relaxing. So we're going to connect on a soul level with a loved one or friend in spirit. So I want you to bring someone to mind, and just keep in mind that someone else may come in, even though the person you bring to mind is the one you want to connect with. Be open to others in spirit coming in. So again, relax. And I want you to see, feel, or imagine a beautiful radiant star above you. This star is the energy of your soul that knows everything about you, past, present, and future. Your soul that wants to guide you to healing today, to your highest and best good, better than you could ever imagine. Your soul that's one with your higher self, whoever you work with, angels, guides. Think about your loved one in spirit. Trust that your soul knows you better than you know yourself. It knows exactly how to become one with you in your body, your mind, your spirit, mentally, emotionally, on every level of consciousness. It can help you effortlessly connect to the loved one that you're choosing to connect with. So just trust in that and take a deep breath. Relax and allow it to happen. And in a minute, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. And I want you to bring your mind back to that radiant star above you. And the beautiful light from this star, the energy of your soul, will shine towards you and merge with your heart, body, mind, and spirit. Trust and let it happen easily, effortlessly, naturally. 5. Feel the energy and light of the star shining brighter, coming closer to you, getting brighter as you feel lighter, closer, brighter. 4. Feel the warmth and unconditional love of the star. Closer, brighter. You feel lighter. Just breathe with the star. Welcome it in. 3. Feel the light in your chest. Allow it to merge with your heart, letting that star illuminate your heart, shining brighter and brighter, expanding out from your heart into your body, brighter and brighter as you feel lighter and lighter, illuminating and expanding to the top of your head, bringing that light down into your body, your fingertips, bright light all throughout your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, integrating in mind, body, and spirit with the light and energy of the star on all levels of consciousness. Just continue to breathe. Let your soul fully integrate. Your soul knows you so well. It knows exactly how to communicate with you and your loved ones on the other side. Ask your soul, your higher self, your angels, your guides, whoever you work with, to assist you. Ask your loved ones to come close to you so you can connect and feel and communicate with them. Connecting easily on a soul level with your loved one. Feel their presence. Listen, feel, or see what they have to say. Or just know that you can feel the warmth of their presence and love, asking them to come closer. And if you'd like, if any of these questions resonate, you can ask your loved one and use their name. Ask them if they're at peace, or if there's anything you would like to know or they'd like you to know about their passing. Anything that would bring either of you closure, peace, and healing. Is there anything you need to know about what they're doing now? What they're feeling? Do they send you signs? If so, what are they? Do they have any messages for you or anyone else? Ask them how you can stay connected. Ask if there's anything else you need or they need to finish this session. Anything else needed for healing for either one of you. Now just take a minute and experience a nice big soul hug between the two of you. Your loved one in spirit would like to give you a gift to remember today. Take a moment and receive this gift. In return, give a gift to your loved one. It's time to release them for now, but know that you'll always be connected through love and on a soul level. See your loved one surrounded by angels, their loved ones in spirit. Feel yourself surrounded by angels. Now release them with love and blessings as they release you with love and blessings. Feel any healing and forgiveness that needs to be completed and trust that it's done. Feel the love and light of your soul filled with peace, the gratitude of your connection and truth of oneness. And as you come back, remember you're always connected with your soul and you can communicate at any time with your loved one in spirit. So I'm going to count back from 1 to 5 and bring you back into the room. Just take a deep breath, coming back into the present. 2, know that you're loved and you'll always be loved. 3, know that anything you shifted in the past affects the present and the future. 4, feeling yourself in the room, your body in the chair, wiggling your fingers and toes. 5, coming back now, and when you're ready, aware, rested, and awake. So now we get to turn over our cards if you picked cards or a card. And I want you to look at these cards and just take a moment to reflect on how they connected to your visit with your loved one in spirit. And if you want, you can chat that in if you feel like it. If not, it can be just for you.
I'll show you what I got.
Oh, great. Love to see.
So we can. So I called in my grandma Violet, and I got I called I Am the Universe and the butterfly.
Oh, wow. I have chills.
Yeah.
And the card is purple, Grandma Violet.
Yeah.
There's purple in both cards. Wow.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I like purple so much.
Yeah. Did you get any connection with her or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Like, yeah, it felt like a warm and cozy. That's what she was all about. It was
Oh,
always
that's
warm and
so
cozy.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, they
That was
say this
great.
time of the year, the veil between this world and the other world is the thinnest. So this is the perfect time to connect with your loved ones in spirits, your ancestors. Another good tip, if you want to connect with them, and you can use your cards for this, is to hold something that was there. So a piece of jewelry or a picture and put it out when you're working with the cards or just doing,
Hmm.
doing kind of a meditative exercise. It really helps.
That's great. And
Yeah.
you can just kind of just go into your own meditation then at
Hmm.
that point,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. You can do something similar, or you can use a card spread and ask for a message, or, using some of those questions. You can pick a card for each question, like what do you need to know about what you're doing now, or
Yeah.
a message for me. So,
Awesome.
yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody want to share? It's hard. I know it's hard because like we're in a Zoom room, we'd be talking, but feel free to share if you were able to what you got, what kind of connection you made.
Right.
That's
And
kind of
don't feel
cool.
bad if you didn't get a connection. This is, it's not an
Yeah.
easy
So that's
exercise.
a really good thing to say. So,
Hmm.
lots of times, and I think I don't know who I was discussing this, but I'm not one of those people that like sees all kinds of things. Like some people in meditation, they're like, oh, I see this, that. Like they see all
Right.
these specific details and they go on this journey. So
Right.
for the people that don't, so no one feels bad that they can't do it and get turned off. Like, is there a, is there, do some people hear versus see, or does it take time? Like what happens?
I do think it takes time. And I also think that's where the cards can be a great tool. I actually, one of my best friends has been taking my classes for years, and she never got much. Like she'd see a color, which is fine. That's fine. Like you said, I mean, just the intention.
Hmm.
Sometimes, things will come out the next day or come in a dream, or you'll get a symbol or a synchronicity that will connect you back to that moment. You're right, Rosie. Not everybody sees a technicolor vision like the ghost whisperer.
Yeah, yeah. So,
But what
so
her breakthrough
Lena,
came with using Lenormand's, she's become so much more intuitive in all ways. So I'd say, use your
mm,
cards, like you have those great journal prompts, and just using the cards to connect your intuition and
right,
your.
and to hone your intuition. So Lena is saying she called her great great grandma, and her
Mhm.
cards were hope, divination, and moderation.
Oh, wow.
Super
And hopefully
cool.
those, Lena, make sense to you. Interesting divination came up, right?
Yeah. And so Marguerite is saying, I'm using medicine cards from the indigenous people, too long to write, but very accurate and great messages about the power and work and creativity. That's cool.
Awesome.
And
Yes.
Cinda is saying, even my Jaguar card spoke to me. Jaguar flows forward by receiving, and her prayers are being received and recognized, made manifest for her evolution.
Ooh, I have chills from that one.
Nice.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
Connie's saying she can hear and feel more
Mm-hmm.
than seeing.
Great. Great.
So, yeah, so
Yeah.
Lena said her great grandma was a Greek cafe reader.
Neat.
That's super neat.
Yeah.
Super. And
Now, did
Lena's
she
very
put her cards
magical,
in the
right?
chat? Oh, Lena's the one that got the divination,
She
right?
is.
Card.
Yeah, and she's a very
Wow.
magical.
Wow. Oh,
Surprised
Rosie's
about
frozen.
that. Oh,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah. I think we're all right now. Are you okay
Yeah.
now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Jean Marie is saying, I asked my matrilineal line for clues to the lives of women I don't have much info on. I drew from playing cards the 3 of diamonds, the Queen of clubs, and the 9 of diamonds. I feel like I have their validation of a valued, powerful woman's intuition.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Really nice. Love that, Jean Marie. Jean Marie, tell me if you have your own card deck. So Marguerite's saying compassion, caring, teaching, loving, and sharing your gifts are the gateway to power, called on my grandma.
Wow. What a great
Nice. That's
message.
really amazing.
Really nice. Yeah.
Michelle is saying, Marguerite, drawn to your beloved heart, send a DM or friend request for your readings. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Cinda, thank you. Brenda, have to go. All right. And
Thank you,
Connie's
Susan.
saying, Connie, okay, so I don't know. I don't know who Michelle is. She's kind of, yeah, let's just not worry about that. Yeah, so Jean Marie said she doesn't. She just grabbed playing cards when she landed here unexpectedly. Well, I love that. Well, maybe you need your own.
Right, but playing cards were you got a great message from them. So
I know, which is so fun.
yes, so
So
fun.
I think you might be the first one, Jean Marie, that actually used real playing cards, because you've been telling us this for a while that we can do that. And yeah, I mean, just like getting the nine of diamonds and the queen of clubs. That's super cool. The three of diamonds. Yeah.
Yes.
So when you're pulling those regular cards like that, do you just intuit kind of what the meaning is, or is there
Yeah, and
special
there's
things for
actually
numbers?
there are meanings on the internet, and some people correlate them to the suits in tarot, like the hearts or cups. And the queen obviously could be a person. Like I know Jean, I think, was trying to connect with her wise ancestors. So queen comes up, hey.
Yeah.
And you can also
Awesome.
use, if you're into numerology, you could use the numbers like the 3, which is creativity, and the 9, which is kind of being fully realized. So it's interesting. She got the queen and then the 9. So to me, that would be, she is on the right path, and she can tap into these ancestors for good wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Really awesome. So I just blocked that one. I wouldn't pay attention to that woman over there, so I just blocked her.
Okay.
She's kind of just trying to get people to go let her get readings and friend her and all that. So forget that. What do you call them? Trolls or something like that?
Right. Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be Halloween without a troll coming
That's
out,
right.
right?
That's right. We have to have a googly goblin.
There you go. All right. So this was wonderful. This was so
Thank
fun.
you. Thank
So
you.
fun.
Thanks for having me, Rosie.
Yeah, and I
That was
think that
fun with
that
you.
so if I can spark you to get your pet deck done, I think a lot of people would want to do that one.
Yes, I
So
love it. I printed one to try it, or I printed 2 actually, but the second one I said, well, let me do my own pet reading, and it made me burst into tears because I did my kitty, and so
oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
it worked, so that's good, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. All right.
Yes.
So I want to thank everybody that showed up here now, and anyone that's doing the replay, kind of follow along and pull your own card and see what comes up for you. And Brenda, thank you so much for
Thank
showing
you,
up
Rosie.
in your beautiful witchy self.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for coming, and happy Halloween.
Awesome. Yeah, happy Halloween, everyone. All
Okay,
right. One
goodbye,
another way to have fun with
Brenda.
card decks, right? So ladylenormand.com if you want to buy any of Brenda's decks. And we are going to post under here the so you can sign up for her class and find out when that is and all of that. All right. All right. Thanks, Brenda.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
take care.
Okay. Good night,
Bye, everyone.
everyone.
Thank you.
Welcome.